Good day. Lecture number 10. The Theosexism. Nature represents life's active forces. Nature creates survival's needs for living beings, and living beings are subjugated to natural laws. According to natural laws, any material being, such as a stone, a flower, an animal, or a human, is by itself inert and powerless. So, the vegetable, the animal, and the human, material and powerless, need an immaterial, active, strong assistant to fulfill their survival. Instinct is nature's substitute for animal, and reason is man's natural guide. To come to full maturity, man must be free. His reason remains his most secure and unfailing counselor. As the animal, this immaterial collaboration comes as a means forming an excitation, an impulsion, a pleasure that leads the animal to his survival. Without that means, the animal couldn't survive. This instinct reaction is a means, never an end, never a goal. The animal doesn't live to be excited, but is excited to live. Also, nature couldn't transform an authentic means into a real goal, nor a real goal onto an authentic means. Nevertheless, the Primate, by his intellectual skills and his free choice power, can transform a means onto a goal, pretending a pleasure to be a need, which is a false need. This false need results from the memory and imagination complicity. The memory remembers a pleasure, and the imagination, influenced by the instinct, transforms a means onto a need. That realization activates the biologic and physiologic preparation as if it were real need. Then the Primate can enjoy the pleasure of that false need. Gérard Labruni would say, "The world's God is pleasure." The second millennium individual would add, "The God of the world is sex." To make it fame, Primate gave it an identity of his own. He calls it sexuality, which is a way of life, a religion, the Theosexism. A religion is a way of life, guided by some influences that lead the follower daily activities. The Theosexism is under the influences of the instinct. Therefore, it is an animal religion. Analysis of Theosexism. The Theosexism holds its system and organization, its site, an isolated place, its altar, a bed or substitute, its celebrants, a male and a female, its gurus, the sexologists, its vestment, same as at birth, its sacrificed victim, millions of living animalcules called spermatozoon, its accepted ratification, a reciprocal freedom. It has even its proper creed. Sex you enjoy for your mental equilibrium. Sex you use as cardiovascular exercises. Sex you perform to get a normal life. Sex is natural. The vital existence of genitals. The accessories of sex are the genitals. A popular belief said, that the genital's existence is exclusively in behalf of sexual pleasure, of sexual enjoyment. Let's see that. It's said that knowledge comes from senses. We have 5 senses: mouth, nose, eyes, ears, and skin. Through senses we live experiments. These experiments generate knowledge, which we form opinion with, and those guide our behavior. Strangely enough, the genitals are not considered as senses. The genitals don't generate knowledge, and moreover, they are not necessary for the individual survival. An existing being could not reborn. The goal of sexuality is the exclusive sexual pleasure, but the pleasure does not exist in nature. Consequently, as nothingness, the sex goal is absent in nature. Therefore, this exclusive sexual goal is considered by nature as a false goal, as nothingness. Question: why orgasm always comes with ejaculation? No ejaculation means no orgasm. For nature, ejaculation is unavoidable for the species' survival. Although woman remains seductive all her life long, the period between the puberty and menopause remains exceptional. Strangely enough, that period is the fertility period. Is it a coincidence? If genitals existed but only for pleasure, why they are men and women? Why not only men or only women? Women and men with their genitals would be sufficient to enjoy pleasure. Is the difference superfluous? Plants have no sexuality. Nevertheless, their survival depends on male and female cooperation. The clitoris. Sometimes we hear that the only reason for female clitoris existence is sexual enjoyment. That is incorrect. Let's see that. Human possesses many openings: mouth, nose, ears, urethra, rectum, and vagina. All these openings are controlled by natural valves or sphincter. Nature activates these sphincters spontaneously as need comes out, or by natural reflexes. Those controls forbid any undesired substances to get inside the body and prevent pathologies to individual. The vagina opening is eased by the clitoris. The clitoris is intentionally situated near the vagina opening. Then, when the male member touches it at the beginning of penetration, the clitoris reacts, sending signal to vaginal muscle to relax and facilitates a smooth penetration. Without that reaction, the penetration would turn out to be painful. Society consequences. Ethologic consequences. The abuses of sexuality cause prostitution, pornography, incest, rape, pedophilia, and voyeurism. Human consequences. Sexploitation creates overpopulation, which generates shortage of food, water, and dwellings. The searches for more supplies lead to deforestation, diminution of oxygen, and augmentation of CO2 into atmosphere. Happiness handicap. More subtle, the sexploitation constitutes a serious handicap to man's maturity, to his freedom, and to his searches for happiness. All free thinkers, all religions believe in a consensus. Man's authentic destiny is happiness. Nevertheless, happiness would be possible only when men would have acquired his freedom. Sexploitation subjugated Primate to his instinct, while man struggled to free himself from the influence of his instinct in order to live totally free under the aegis of reason. Conclusion. Life is a constant beginning, said Socrates. On a human life scale, all start with the zygote, next the embryo, the fetus, the child, the adolescent, the junior adult, and the senior adult. On galactic scale, our ancestors passed from mineral to vegetable, from vegetable to animal. In this second millennium, the primate and human lived the beginning of his transgeneration period toward human, meaning from primate to human. So, at each generation, primate moves to a little more human. The modern primate compile a life ratio primate-human of 90:10, which is more than 90% as primate and less than 10% as human. On a human's life scale, his psychic maturity is classified as at preschool age. Men look for liberty, prerequisite to happiness. To reach that, men must reverse his life ratio, inferior as primate and superior as human. His ultimate strategy is simple: know himself. Chapter 33 of Tao Te Ching, the Chinese Taoism, starts as follows. Who knows others is genius. Who knows himself is lighted. Socrates said, know you, yourself, and you will know the universe and gods. Thank you. Amen.